Here's version 2. Springtime in North Texas near the Red River. Lake, cattle, families, grills going, and the conversation turns into a measured showdown. Strength, stamina, grip, and truth without disrespect. Scene: the lake, the grill, and the old rules. 100 years of work versus the modern carnivore tribe. Respectful, intense, educational. Spring in North Texas feels like a promise. Blue sky, green everywhere. Wildflowers scattered like confetti. A ranch property near the Red River. Open field, a small lake, a dock, a line of trucks parked clean and proud. A big banner hangs between two trees. Carnivore Field Day. Strength, healing, discipline. Down by the grills, bacon crackling, ribeyes resting, deviled eggs stacked, black coffee brewing, salt bowls set out like communion. Kids run around in boots, laughing, holding little plates with steak bites. A few children pet calves by the fence. You can hear parents teaching them confidently. Meat first. Sugar lies. Vegetables are trying to kill you. Not said as a joke, said as a warning. Most folks here are serious. They're not playing diet. Some are former 300, 400-plus pound people who fought their way out. Some came for six-pack dreams. Some came for strength. Some came because they were desperate and wanted something that works. A man in his mid-20s does push-ups near the lake like he's auditioning for a highlight reel. Another guy does kettlebell swings. A few men compare abs like it's a weigh-in. And then 2 men appear at the edge of the field like they walked out of an older America. No costumes, no time travel talk, just old-world energy. The visitors, Elias, 5'11", 39, lean like a working coyote, hard neck, calm eyes. Hank, 5'9", 38, compact and thick through the shoulders, not bulky, dense. Their hands look swollen in that way real labor does, knuckles pronounced, fingers strong, wrists like rough timber, not gym calluses, tool calluses, the kind you get from hours, not hashtags. They walk past the grills, past the kids, past the lake. People feel them before they understand them. A man hosting the event steps up, respectful, confident in his 40s. Host, you're here for the cookout? You carnivore? Elias nods once. We're here for the truth, and we're not here to mock anybody. Hank looks around at the plates of steak, the black coffee, the salt. This part we understand. That alone eases the room. But Elias keeps walking, straight to a table where someone has set up a little strength corner for fun. A pull-up bar, a sandbag, an arm wrestling table, and a grip dynamometer. Hand grip tester. Elias picks up the dynamometer like he's seen tools his whole life. He squeezes once, casual, then looks at the number. He sets it down gently. Elias, who's the strongest grip in this crowd? A few men smirk. A young carnivore guy steps up, mid-20s, solid gym build. Young guy, I train 4 days a week, 1 hour a day. I'm chasing strength and abs. He squeezes. Dynamometer and 38 pound. People cheer. That's a strong number. Hank nods respectfully. Hank, that's good. You're not weak. Then Hank takes it. No hype, no yelling. He squeezes like he's closing a stubborn iron clamp. Dynamometer, 176 pound. The crowd goes quiet in that hold-up way. Elias takes his turn, 162. Now the crowd is awake. The host blinks hard. Host, where you'll train at? Hank answers like it's obvious. Hank, work. Elias looks at the young guy, kind but direct. Well, son, you're doing what the internet told you. We did what life demanded. That line stings, but it's not insult. It's diagnosis. A few people laugh awkwardly. A man near the grill says, half joking, half serious, Man, so what? You're saying Carnivore ain't strong. Elias holds up a hand. No, Carnivore can be a rescue boat. It can pull a man out of the swamp. But some of y'all are building a house on the rescue boat and refusing to step back onto land. That hits the older folks who've been strict for years. A woman in her 40s speaks up. Woman, I'm scared to eat anything else. I feel better, but I'm stuck. Weight won't move now. A man adds, Man, I got lean, but my energy isn't what I thought it would be. The kids keep playing in the background. The cows graze. The lake shines. Elias steps forward and speaks calmly so even the children can hear the tone, even if they don't understand the details. Eliason, I respect the healing. I respect the discipline, but the human body is not a one-food machine. A few people shift uncomfortably. Someone mutters, Here we go, carbs. Hank points to the field. Before you argue food, look at life. He gestures at the event. Kids running, men lifting for fun, grills smoking, but also chairs, phones, a lot of sitting, a lot of talking about food like it's a religion. Many of you eat like warriors and live like patients. Silence. Not because they're offended, because they recognize the truth in pieces. Then the host tries to defend the tribe without attacking Elias. Host, firm, not hostile. Some of these people were 400 pounds. Some of us were dying. Meat only gave us control. We're trying to save lives. Elias nods. And that's honourable. But saving a life is step one. Now you teach a man to live. Liz points at Hank's hands. You want strength? You don't get it from diet alone. You get it from loading the body until it adapts, day after day. Then he says the part that flips the whole room. Elias, in our time we ate meat, yes, but we also ate beans, potatoes, sourdough, rice and fruit when the work demanded it, not as a dopamine festival, as fuel. A young carnivore guy scoffs. Carbs make you soft. Hank looks at him like a coach looks at a talented kid who's repeating nonsense. Overeating makes you soft. Laziness makes you soft. Fear makes you soft. He steps closer, still calm. Don't blame a potato for what a man refuses to master. A breeze rolls through the field. A few people nod slowly like something just clicked. The challenge. Then a confident carnivore man, mid-40s, fit, proud, steps up. Carnivore man, all right, since we're talking strength, let's test it. Race to that fence and back. Then arm wrestle. Then we'll talk. Hank smiles slightly, not cocky, like fine. All right. They line up. Race. The carnivore guy launches fast. Good speed. But Hank's stride is steady, efficient, not flashy, like a man who's walked behind ploughs, hauled feed sacks, carried iron. Hank wins by a clean margin, not humiliating, just undeniable. People react like, how? Hank, that's not training, that's life. Now the arm wrestling table. The carnivore guy is strong. He fights hard. But Hank's wrist control is different, like a vice closing. Hank pins him, slow, controlled. No celebration, no mocking. Hank offers his hand to help him up. You're strong. You're just missing the old kind of work. That's when the mood changes. The carnivore crowd realizes this isn't an attack, it's a missing ingredient. The reveal, why they lived long and strong. Elias takes the floor again, calm, like a farmer speaking at a town gathering. Elias, we knew men who lived near 100, not because they never touched bread, not because they feared a cookie, because they worked, slept, walked, laughed, and ate real food most of the time. He points at the grills. Elias, you can keep your meat, keep it, but stop turning it into a prison. Then he gives the line meant for the young men chasing abs. Elias to the mid-20s guy. Son, you want fast reflex? You want grip? You want stamina? You don't need a magic diet, you need a working man's rhythm. The kid listens. Serious now. Young, so what's the diet? Elias answers simply, Elias, eat the way your grandparents ate before the packages took over. Meat and eggs, yes. Vegetables that your body tolerates, yes. Starches like sourdough, beans, potatoes, rice. Earned by work, not eaten from boredom. And stay away from the new fake stuff that turns food into a drug. Hank adds the last piece. Hank, and if your diet makes you terrified of living, that's not strength. Strength is steady. Strength can adapt. A few people look at their kids by the fence. A mother quietly softens her voice when her kid says, vegetables are trying to kill you. She doesn't correct him harshly, but she pauses, thinking. Closing moment. As the sun drops, the ranch feels peaceful. The grills keep going, the community stays intact. Because Elias and Hank didn't cancel anyone. They did something sharper. They reminded everyone of the bigger picture. Food is not your god. Fear is not your coach. Work is your training. Real life is the test. And right before they leave, Hank looks back at the group and says one line that lands like iron. Hank, if the plan only works when you're terrified, it's not a plan, it's a cage. They walk off toward the lake, quiet, steady, like men with 14 hours of work still in them. Title option.